Welcome back to the David's Door podcast. Now, you may or may not know by following me on Instagram. I am David Christensen. I have an Instagram group called David's Door. Definitely join that if you haven't already. I get topic ideas for this podcast. I keep you guys updated, everything. So it's just a cool place to be. I do polls, questions, updates. You'll see a bunch of stuff there. But I had gotten a message, if you're watching this, I got it from you, a suggestion for a topic where they were saying, how do I make my brain stop? How do I make my mind stop? It won't shut up. It won't stop. It just keeps going. And, this is one of those things where I used to ask the same question all the freaking time. And I had some pretty crazy experiences that really helped me be able to sit in the silence and not always be distracted by the mind. So I'm going to use this episode to talk about this for you. So thank you for asking. If you ever tried to stop your mind, you sit there, try to make it stop, try to slow it down, it usually just gets a little louder or tries harder to be heard. The more you try to stop thinking, the more thoughts you seem to start having. But what if the problem isn't that your mind won't stop, but the problem is that you're trying to stop the mind? Something to think about. Now, the mind, the brain, is your mind. It's not your brain. The brain is, whatever. The mind is designed to think. That's its purpose. That's what it does. The brain produces thoughts constantly. That is literally its job. So to try and stop your mind is to ask your heart to stop beating. It's just what it does. It's built for it. It's not something that you can go in and just stop. So remember that your mind isn't broken. It's actually doing exactly what it's designed to do. So you're noticing that it's racing, it's running, it's going crazy. It's built for that. That's what it does, nonstop. There's no stopping the mind. So why does trying to stop the thoughts make it worse? So resistance, tension, actually feeds thoughts. Your attention gives them energy. And trying to turn off the mind creates tension. This tension creates resistance. That creates thoughts. And those thoughts are fueled by your attention. And then you keep trying to turn it off, which creates more tension. It's a cycle, you see? You're starting to spiral. So I want you to try not to think about something. Try not to think about something. And it's the only thing you can think about. Try not to think about something, and it's the only thing you can think about. What? Remember, what you resist is actually what you're giving energy to. It's what you're paying your attention to the most. By resisting it, you're watching it. You're staring at it. You're caught in it. Whatever it is. It's taking your attention. It's taking the moment from you. And you need to be focused there. And remember, where your attention goes, energy flows. You are fueling your thoughts. So let's take a step back and remember this, that you are not your thoughts. If you don't already know this, now you know. There's something in you that notices these thoughts. You're like, my mind won't shut up. It won't stop. It won't stop. Yeah, you're not your mind. You already know this now because clearly it's happening without you. So if it's happening without you and you're observing them, then it is not you. It is very important to remember that. So you're not the voice in your head, you're the one hearing it. From there, remember that thoughts are actually like water. Okay? Thoughts come come and glow, come and go, like waves or like clouds. Some can be very calm, very relaxing, while some can be very intense, dark, thundery, clouds, water. But the sky over the water, the sky itself is what you are. You're the sky. Thoughts are clouds. They're happening. They're happening through you, but you are not the clouds. The skies exist. The clouds exist in the sky, which is you. So don't stop the clouds. Don't stop the clouds. Don't stop your thoughts. Just stop holding on to them. Stop latching onto these thoughts. Stop latching onto these clouds. Stop trying to contain them. Now here's what to do instead, okay? Here's the practice. Instead of trying to stop the thoughts, you're going to do this. You're going to notice the thoughts. You're going to let them pass. You don't follow them and you don't fight them. For example, you're going to go from I need to stop to this is just a thought passing through. No matter what the thought is, don't judge it. Man, this is a waste of time. That's just a thought. Just observe it. Know that it's a thought and let it pass. Don't follow it. Don't follow it. Oh, but what if I think that? Oh, I don't want to think that. That'd be crazy. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do if I start thinking that? That's going to be a tough one. It's going to really set me into a spiral. You don't need to fall into that spiral. So when you stop chasing these thoughts, you start beginning to return. You start returning to the now, the here and now, the only thing that actually exists. The silence, the presence. You begin to notice your breath, maybe the way your body feels, your surroundings. If your mind's ever spiraling, there's the threes. So 3 colors, 3 textures, 3 sounds. Just lock on to 3 physical sensory experiences. That's going to bring you here. Not with your thoughts. Actually experience them. Look. There's blue. There's green. There's red. This is plasticky. This is fabricy. This is fuzzy. I hear the fan. I hear cars outside. I hear the dog in the other room. I'm being here. I have to be here to experience those things. So that pulls you out of your head. When you stop chasing your thoughts, you return to the now. You notice your breath, your body, your surroundings. And your peace has always been underneath the noise. Your peace has always been underneath the noise. I love that. It's so loud in your mind. Just imagine stepping back, learning to let go of them. They're going to continue happening. Remember that silence, that peace in you isn't created. It's actually going to be revealed to you when you stop holding on to those noises. You stop holding on to the thoughts. And you stop holding on to what's distracting you and catching your attention. When you begin to let those things go, the silence reveals itself to you. Your silence, your peace. Now it's fun because this can this can lead to the paradox, which is the more that you try to control the mind, the louder it gets. And the more you allow it, the more you relax it, the quieter it gets. How weird is that? When you're really stressing it out, trying to stop what it naturally does best, it gets more intense, louder, harder to manage. But the truth is you just need to sit back. And you need to let go and you need to allow it to do its thing without you distracting it, without you paying attention to every little thought that comes in. Then it starts to quiet down a little bit. If you haven't noticed this yet, keep practicing. This is in meditation. This is what meditation is a gym for. If you go to the gym, I'm flexing. If you go to the gym, you know that you don't get jacked your first day going to the gym. You have to go do reps. And sometimes you have to do reps for years. And you have to be consistent. Alright? That's like what meditation is. It's practicing being consciously aware. That's it. Be aware that you're aware. Practice of conscious awareness. I asked a Buddhist monk this out in Texas at a Buddhist temple. I said we were doing meditation. I was like, could you just simplify meditation to being the practice of being consciously aware? And he just said yes, and then moved on. And I was like, wow, very cool. So take that. But it was one of those things that really changed things for me, because as an avid overthinker, somebody who was trapped in their head, always doubting themselves, always unsure of the next, my mind would spiral me. And still sometimes, some days, it does get the best of me. I'm not perfect. I never aim to be perfect. You'll hear me say that because it's just, man, there's no perfect, okay? We're all just happening. But anyways, being able to understand this, to sit back and to let go, and it takes practice again. You gotta learn to let go. And sometimes letting go of something you've been holding on to for a long time, letting go of something, it burns after. Maybe your hand burns after the rope was pulled from your hand. You let go, and there's some rug burn, or some marks and scratches, but those will heal. It takes time. Just relax. It's a little uncomfortable, maybe, but you don't need to attach your emotions to it. You don't need to attach a story. There doesn't have to be any type of drama. And when you do that, you get to just sit in the moment, the present moment, and be as you are. And you really appreciate everything that's presented to you. Again, you look at life as the everlasting here and now. And life presents things to you. It presents experiences. And when you're there for them, you're present for them, rather than lost in your mind or spiraling into overthinking. When you really lean into the moment and you sit there with what's happening, you bring a more grateful, a more loving, a more understanding, a more open version of yourself to the moment, to everyone around you. It starts to transform the people that you interact with, the way you interact with people. And I've met some people where they're like, oh, I can't have surface level conversation. I need deep conversation. And it's like, yeah, but the more you're present, the more you just appreciate anything. I just like to hear people be themselves. I like to watch people be themselves. I like to be myself. I like to talk. I like to laugh. I like to make the jokes I want to make. And it's like, the people like me will find me. People like you will find you. You don't need to get caught in your mind. So I want you to really end with this. This is really important here. You don't need to fix your mind. You don't even need to stop your thoughts. You just need to realize you were never your thoughts in the first place. The silence you're looking for is already here, now, waiting for you to stop being distracted by the mind and pouring all of your energy and attention into your thoughts and your spiraling mindset. Which is, again, we're not taught this. Nobody teaches us this in school. Nobody shows us how to use our mind. It's all been 3D. It's all been outward. It's all been teaching us systems and organization and, using our hands or what, typing on a computer, whatever. You're not taught how to manage your mind. And the best way to manage your mind is to let it do what it does. Be here now and be able to handle the moment in front of you. The best you can be at the moment. Don't let your mind get in the way, okay? It can get loud. Remember, use the 3 rule. Three colors, 3 textures, 3 sounds. If you're ever needing to get back to the here and now, that'll help you sit in the here and now. Sit next to a tree. Feel a tree's bark, feel its roots, feel the grass. Listen to the birds, listen to the bugs, listen to the water. Look for the green, look for the brown, look for the yellow, blue, red, whatever. Be here now. Don't let your mind take you over. Alright? And if you made it to the end of the video, especially if you're the one that asked the question, thank you for asking that question. I gotta ask you, are you actually going to try this? And if you do, I encourage you to come back to this video when you notice something. When you notice a shift. For anybody. So if you're watching this, if you're new, and you're like, wow, this is really profound information. It's actually changed my perspective on some things. give this a go. Let me know in the comments what your experience is like. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, either on Spotify, YouTube, wherever you're watching this. I love diving into these topics, these types of practices, this understanding of who you are, who we are, what this life is. This is literally what I enjoy doing. So your interaction means a lot to me. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. It helps a lot. And check out my other episodes. I'm going to be uploading every Tuesday and Friday at 5 p.m. EST. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook if you want updates like of what's coming, or if you want to interact, follow me on Instagram and join my Instagram group. I am David Christensen on Instagram. Follow my Instagram group, and you could influence one of the topics for our next episodes coming up. And links are all in my description. I gotta make sure I remind it. I send out emails every single Sunday, so if you want to get my emails from me personally, sign up for my email list down below in the description if you're on YouTube. And check out davidsdoor.com, because I got a book, I got art, I got a bunch of cool products in there, and it super supports everything we do. And I'll see you in the next episode. Stay awesome. All that.